Hello YouTube, Rena here. Welcome to my channel. Today I would like to talk a little bit about intention and how important intention is and the focusing of energy. Now, you don't have to be a witch or anything to actually manipulate energy, but it helps. It helps if you actually do things with intention. Some people can do things without spells or without sitting down and lighting some kind of candle or whatever. But I think it's important that we control our intention. Some of us are stronger than others baseline. And for those of us who are, the desire of what we want or the emotions that we feel can manifest things without us meaning to. This is good and bad. This can be destructive or creative. I have heard stories of people being able to destroy people or destroy lives by channeled hatred because of their strength and their ability to feel so indefinitely and to feel so intensely. It is not something to play with, and it's coming into that whole thing, be careful what you wish for. You just might get it, as cliched as it sounds. But the beauty of witchcraft and the path, and whatever path you walk, that is in occultism or whatever else, we learn how to harness intention, and we understand how easy it is to manifest or to destroy manifestation. The mind is a powerful tool, and it is the most powerful tool here. Yeah, spirits are great. They're amazing. But intention is everything. If your intention is fucked up, your whole operation is fucked up. If you're working with a spirit and your intention is not just, or you kind of fucked up in everything else, they may not guarantee what you want, or they might turn it back on you, especially if you're working with baneful magic. If you're being unjust, and you're looking to curse somebody or do something nasty, they very, very well take that into their own hands. Universe can do the same thing, of course. But you get a little more finicky when you work with actual spirits in specific. Especially if that particular spirit is known to be a bit of a hard ass or a trickster. But we're talking about raw intention today. The intention of the mind. And laser focusing what you want. Manifesting what you want. To shift all of your focus into one. And to believe it. And to feel it. Emotions are chaotic in nature. They're very chaotic. But as a tool, they are extremely powerful. Anger is not a bad thing. Of course, in excess, if you let it sit inside you for so long, then yeah, it's going to fester like a cancer. You don't need that. That's why releasing it and using it as a tool to fuel your intention, if that intention needs that energy, is valuable. Same thing with other types of emotions and such. If you're able to control your emotions, you can control the world around you. Because that's all you have to control. You control you. Your internal locus of control means that you control you. You control and dictate how you react to a situation. If you get angry, what are you going to do with that anger? Is it going to make you act out of turn? Are you going to act sloppy? Think later, act now, hit now, get in trouble after? Or are you going to get a handle on that anger and do something constructive with that anger for yourself or for your life, or justice. And that's not just with anger. But anger is a powerful thing. Anger is something that is good to use. Which is why I keep using it as an example. But you can use this about anything, depending on what you're doing and what you want. You're trying to achieve. If you can control that, you are the master. Are you going to choose to get upset with something small and let that drag you down and let your emotions and insecurities get the better of you? Or are you going to sit forth and observe the world around you with the inner knowing inside you that you are stronger than this? You have the power to manipulate this situation as it is and twist it into what you need it to be. Are you going to let it own you, or are you going to own it? That is the beauty of intention. To be able to own it and use it. And it's kind of scary, actually, thinking about it from the perspective that you can accidentally hurt someone just by feeling something or simulating something or whatever else, depending on how strong you are and what you have put behind that. I mean, have you ever heard the concept of evil eye? Evil eye is not a spell, per se. Evil eye is continued emotion towards someone else. So, we call it casting evil eye at someone. Say they have something that you want, and you're jealous, you envy them, or you're angry for some reason they did something to you, but you're pissed off at them. So you feel this pissed off feeling, you feel this anger, you feel this jealousy, you feel whatever it is, and you feel it, and you feel it, and you think about it, and you sit on it. And every time you see them, it makes you angry. It reminds you of this. Does that sound familiar? Anyone who's ever cast a spell before will know that that sounds a little familiar. Defeating a spell, in a way. Focusing on intention and feeding a spell. Evil eye can do some serious damage to people. And anyone can have it cast at them. So, beware. Beware of your intentions. Beware of your thoughts. In that kind of case, if you are a particularly spiteful person, I would implore you to take a moment and ask yourself why you're being spiteful, why you feel this way, why you feel this negative emotion toward this person, and is it justified? Did they do something to you that deserves it? And if so, well, what can you do to rectify this situation? What can you do to put yourself above these feelings so you don't have to dwell on them anymore? Because don't let emotions own you. It's not fair to you and to your path, your sense and such. So, take a look at why you feel the things that you feel. Don't ever be afraid to ask why. That should be your favorite question, especially if you're on the left-hand path. Why? How? What is this? What's the next step? Everything else. But why should be one of your favorite questions to ask. Because it digs, and it forces you to dig. And digging is important. Sometimes it's painful, but it's important. Also, don't be afraid if you do find yourself in the wrong or whatever to admit that. You're not perfect. No one's perfect. You have to own what it is you're feeling and why, even if it is not what you thought it was, or it is not just, because that's how it is for people. We do this. It happens. It's hard to own up to your own shit, but, be humble enough to do that. that shows your strength over yourself when you do that. So, and then the other side of evil eye and other things of that nature is a little tip I heard, which is, a smart tip, from a YouTuber spiritualist by the name of Conjure Queen. Good stuff. Very good stuff. I definitely recommend checking her out at some point, especially if you're into like hoodoo and voodoo and other things of that nature. But try a return to sender at some time. If you feel things are just kind of blocking you, you have a lot of enemies, or whatever else, you have people that don't like you, or people that might be spiteful against you, they might not even realize that they are casting evil eye at you. So her tip is to do a return to sender. It takes away everything, so if you're doing return to sender, you have to put your protections and good stuff and benefits and blessings back. But return all the shit to where it came from. So you can just kind of give it a whirl. Doesn't have to be to a person in particular. Just return all negativity back from whence it came, and then watch what happens. See whose life starts to fuck up. And then that'll give you your answer as to who's been being a spiteful douche. I almost said douche and jackass, and for some reason my mind and mouth wanted to combine that. So Juice is what I came up with. Okay, but try that. It's useful. Very good tip, I would say. I have a little thing for return to sender myself. If you're interested in seeing that, let me know. Had to use it not too long ago. But anyway, intention is important and it is powerful. It is everything. If your intention is just, you're golden. If your intention is petty, I implore you to rethink. And if your emotions are wild and free, I implore you to try and get a handle on them. And it will greatly benefit you in many, many ways after that. So be careful what you wish for, as we end this with a cliche, because you may just get it. Alright. Have a lovely day. If you're looking for services, readings, spells, anything we can help you with. If you'd like to see a darker witch and a shaman work together on your behalf, check out the Facebook page. We would love to see you there. And let us know any questions you have, anything at all. Looking forward to seeing you there. Anyway, sub if you like to see more from me. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon, even if I do take breaks, because life gets weird, but it often does. Okay. Blessings to you. Have a lovely day, night, something, whenever you're watching this, and yes.